In today's session, we will learn about Vedic maths and number theory. Yes, now what do we learn from this module? The learning objectives of this module in the video. You will be aware of multiplication and techniques to do multiplication in an easier way, squaring of the numbers whose unit numbers are 5 and whose unit numbers are not a 5, and square roots of any number and cube root of any number, and divisibility rules of all the numbers from 1 to 15. Now let us discuss about the next important concept, squaring of the numbers. So now let's welcome to the new topic, squaring of the numbers. Here case number 1, squaring of the numbers whose unit digit is 5. Now let us say we will have to find out 35 square. Now how would I find out? Instead of doing it as 35 into 35 and use all the methods which I know, I'll teach you one simple method how to square the numbers whose unit digit is 5. Now in this number 35, what is the unit digit? 5. Now what is 5 square, people, always? So first what I'll do, I'll do step number 1. Let me square 5 first. The last number. What is 5 square? 25. Now let's go to step number 2. Now if I square 5, what is the only term which is left out? That is 3. Now I will multiply 3. I will multiply 3 with the immediate next number. I will multiply 3 with the immediate next number. That means to say 3 will be multiplied with 4. What is 3 into 4? 12. That means to say what is the answer? The answer will be 1225. That means 35 square will be 1225. As simple as that. Now let's try one more number. Let's try 45 square. Now what is 45 square? 45 into 45. Now step number 1. What is the unit number? Since the unit number is already 5 here, so I do it as 5 square is 25. Now step number 2. What should be step number 2? The left out term is 4. Now 4 is multiplied with the immediate next number. So what is 4 into 5? 4 into 5 is 20. That means the answer will be 2025. As simple as that. Now let's try for one more number. Let's try one bigger number now. We will have to find out 75 square. So again, what is 5 square? 25. Now what is the only term left out? 7. 7 into 8 is 56. That means the answer will be 5625. So 75 square will be 5625. Now let's try for one more number, 95. So what is 95? 95 into 95 will give me 95 square. That means to say what is the unit number? The last unit digit will be 5. So 5 square will be 25. And now what is the left out term? That is 9. So 9 into next number is 10. 10 nines are how much? 90. That means to say the answer will be 9025. I hope it's clear. Now what if the number is a 3-digit number? Let us say it is 115 whole square. Now 115 will be what? Now I know last number will be 5. So 5 square will be 25. Now what is the term left out? The term left out is 11 here. Now we have to multiply 11 with the next number 12. So how do we multiply 11 into 12? Now again to do 11 into 12, we need some pen and paper. Again we have to do 2 into 1, 2 into 1. I'll tell you one beautiful shortcut for this. Any number multiplied with 11, the shortcut will be the same. Any number multiplied with 11. What is the shortcut? Let's say what is the number multiplied with 11 here? The number is 12. That means I write it as 1, a gap, and 2. So 12 is the number multiplied with 11. So I write it as 1, a gap, and 2. Now what is 1 plus 2? 3. That means to say the answer will be 132. So 11 into 12 will be 132. I hope it's clear. Now let's try one more number. Let's say we have to multiply, let's say 11 into 14. Now 11 into 14 can be written as what? 1 space 4. Now what is 1 plus 4? That is 5. That means 11 into 14 is 154. Now let's try one more number. 11 into 25. Now I'll write it as 2 space 5. Now what is 2 plus 5? That is 7. That means to say 11 into 25 is 275. I hope it's clear. Now what is the shortcut here? 11 into 12. Now 11 into 12 is what? You tell me. That should be 132. That means to say my answer for 115 whole square will be 13225. Now what if the number is 135? 135 whole square. Now again 5 square is how much? 25. Now what should I do? I should multiply 13 with 14. So what do I do here? Now this 13 into 14 you can write in different ways. I'll tell you one easiest method to write. Let us assume 13 into 14, or let us take one number among 13 and 14 as a constant. You tell me which number shall we take constant. Shall we take 13 as constant? Now if I keep 13 as constant, I will write this 13 into 14 as 13 into 10 plus 13 into 4. It's splitting rule. So 14 can be written as 10 plus 4. Now what is 13 into 10? 13 into 10 is 130 plus 13 4s are how much? 52. Now what is 130 plus 52? That is 182. That means to say what should be the answer for 135 square? It is 18225. Very simple as that. The remaining you can do it. So let's say we'll take one more number. It will be easy for you to understand. Let's say 175 whole square. Now 5 square is 25 as usual. The last two numbers will be 25 only. Now what is left out? 17 into 18. Now how should I solve 17 into 18? 17 into 18. I'll take one number constant. So now you tell me which number shall we take constant. So we'll keep 18 as constant. Now if we keep 18 as constant, so this will be written as 18 into 10 plus 18 into 7. Why? Because 10 plus 7 is 17 and 18 will be remaining as it is. Now what is 18 times 180 plus what is 18 into 7? It will be 7 8s are 56, 7 1s are 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, so it will be 126. Now what is 180 plus 126? That will be 306. That means to say, 306. So 180 plus 126 will be 306. Now what's the final answer? 30625 will be the answer for 175 whole square. If you want, you can check. Clear? Yes, sir. Now we'll discuss about case number 2, squaring of the numbers whose unit digit is 9. Now this is very similar to the previous case. The difference is that here we have to subtract instead of addition. Means to say, for example, let us say we will find out the square of 39. So 39 square can be written as 40 square minus 39 plus 40. I'll write it as 39 plus 40. So 39 square can be written as 40 into 40 minus 39 plus 40. What is 40 into 40? 1600 minus what is 39 plus 40? That is 79. Then the total value will be equal to 1521. That is nothing but 39 square. Now let's try for one more number. Now let's say we have to find out the answer for 49 square. Now 49 square can be written as what, you tell me? The nearest value is 50. So I'll write it as 50 into 50 minus, what do we do now? Now we'll take the same number 49. We'll add 50 to it. Correct? Now what is 50 into 50? 2500 minus what is 49 plus 50? That is 99. Now what is the answer? That should be equal to 2401. Now let's try for one more number. Let's say we have to find out 139 square, a bigger number. Now 139 square can be written as what? The nearest value will be 140. So 140 into 140 minus, we will take the same number 139 plus add 140 to it. Now what is the answer? Now 14 into 14 is what? I know 196. So 140 into 140 should be what? 19600 minus what is 139 plus 140? That should be equal to 279. Then the whole answer should be equal to what? 19321. I hope it's clear. That's how you calculate the square of a number whose last number is 9. Now let us try to understand square of the numbers whose unit digit is either 2 or 8. For example, let us say we have to find out the answer for 52 square. So this 52 square can be written as 50 square plus how much more? 2 more. So that is 2 into the first number whatever you have taken plus the given number 52. That means to say this will be equal to how much? 2500 plus 2 into 102. What is 2 into 102? That will be equal to 204. Means 2500 plus 204 will be equal to 2704. That will be the answer for 52 square. I hope it's clear. Now let's try for one more number. Let's say we have to find out for 112 whole square. Now 112 whole square can be written as what? 1110 into 1110 plus how much more? Plus 2 more of what? Plus 2 more of 1110 plus 112. Then this total value should be equal to, what is 11 into 11? 11 11s are 121. So this will be 12100 plus what is 2 into 222? 2 into 222 will be what? 444. That means to say the answer will be 12544. Now let's try for one more number. Let's say we'll take a number which ends with 8. So let's say we have to find out for 88 square. Now how will we write 88 square as? Now which is nearer? Will be 80 plus is nearer or 90 minus is nearer? Now I know 90 minus is nearer. So let me take it as 90 into 90. How much less? 2 less. So minus 2 into the first number is what here? We'll take it as 88 plus 90. That means to say this will be 9 9s are 81, 8100 minus 356. That will give me the answer as how much? 8100 minus 56 will be given as 7744 will be the answer. That is how you find out the square of a number whose last digit is either 2 or a 8. Now let's go to the next important concept, how to find out the square root of a number. Now, before we find out the square root of any number, first let us do some groundwork on finding the square of the numbers or remembering the square of the numbers from 1 to 10. And please note down that in this video, I have written only the square of the numbers whose only the last digit is already written there. It's not complete numbers are written, it's only the last unit digit is written there. Now 1 square is what? 1, 2 square is what? 4, 3 square is what? 9, 4 square is what? 16, but I have written only 6. Why? Because the last number is 6. 5 square is 25, 5. 6 square is 6, 7 square is 7, 49, that is I write only 9, 8 square is 64, that I write only 4, 9 square is 81, I write only 1, and 10 square is 100, I write only 0. So whenever you are finding the square of any number or square root of any number, please do remember only the last digits of the squares from 1 to 10. It is more than sufficient. Now in the next video, I will show you how to find out the square root very easily in 30 seconds. Now let us say we will have to find out the square root of 1296. Now how do we solve it without using the calculus? So any number of terms given there, first step number 1, divide the terms equally. So here I'll divide the terms as 12 and 96, both equally. Now can I say this 1096, 1296 is nothing but a square of a 2-digit number? Of course, why? Because 2 square is 4, so 4-digit number square root will be always a 2-digit number. Now since I have divided this 1296 as 12 and 96, let me go to the second part first. Second part is 96. Now what is the unit digit here in the last part? The unit digit is 6. Now let's go back to the table and check which and all values will give me 6 as the last unit digit. So this will be either 4, why? Because 4 square is 16, or it can be either 6, why? Because 6 square is 36. Means when I say 96, the unit is 6, the last number can be either 4 or a 6. Means to say out of the 2-digit number, the second number will be either 4 or a 6. So this you can say the second number will be either 4 or a 6, or the second digit will be either 4 or a 6. Now when second digit is already 4 or 6, now what's our basic logic? We have to find out what is the first digit. Now to first find out the first digit, we will take the first two numbers 12. Done. Now tell me this 12 comes under what range of numbers? This 12 lies under what set or what range of square of the numbers? Now I know 3 square is how much? I know 3 square should be equal to 9. And 4 square is how much? 4 square is equal to 16. Now can I say this 12 lies in between 3 and 4? Why? Because 12 square or 12 lies between 3 and 4. Why? Because 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. So 12 lies in between 9 and 16 only. That means to say the range is always in between 3 and 4. Now in this 3 and 4, what is the lower limit? The lower limit is always 3. Means to say the first digit of this number will be always a 3. The first digit will be always a 3. Now we know first digit should be 3. Now second number we know it should be either 4 or a 6. Now we have to confirm the answer is either 4 or 6. Now what do? We'll take this value 3 and 4 again, which we are left out. So this 3 and 4, what do? I multiply 3 into 4. What is 3 into 4? 12. Now what was the number which we have taken? 12. Are the both values same? Yes. When both the answers are same, whatever the value you have taken and whatever the answer you get, when both are same, always choose the bigger number out of these two numbers, 4 or 6. That means to say the bigger number will be what? 6. That means to say the answer will be 36 square. Means to say the square root of 1296 will be 36. I hope it's clear. Now let's try one more number. Let us say we'll take one more number called let's take one easy number. We will take 2401. Now we'll have to find out the square root of 2401. Now we'll divide into 24 and 01. Now 0, 1 will take, and 0, 1. Where are the last numbers, or which and all the numbers will have the last unit digit as 1? That is 1 square is 1, or 9 square will also be 81. Means the second digit or the second number will be either 1 or a 9. No other numbers. Now what you have to find out our basic logic. Now we have to find out the first number. So how to find out the first number? Let us take 24 and we'll check what? And we'll check the range. Now this 24 lies between 4 square and 5 square. Why? Because 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. So 24 lies between 4 and 5. Means to say the first number, since first number will be the lowest number out of this range, the first number will be always 4. Now when I fix first number, I have to fix the second number also. So second number should be either what? 1 or 9. Now how do I fix the second number? I will multiply 4 into 5. What is 4 into 5? 20. But what was the number I took to check the range? The number which I took to check the range was 24. But answer I got is 20. Now which number is bigger? The number which I took to check the range is bigger. So whenever I say the number which I took to check the range is bigger, then you will choose the bigger number among the two. That means to say among 1 or 9, I will take the answer as 9. Why? Because 9 is the bigger number. That means to say the answer will be 49 square. So 49 square will be equal to 2401. Let's try for one more number. Let us try for number 9801. Now we'll try for the number 9801. Now how do we find out the answer for this? Again we'll divide 98 and 01. Now 1 comes under what set of numbers, or 1 comes under which unit digit? So it can be either 1 or a 9. Now 98. 98 what do we check? 98 we check the range. So I know it lies between 9 and 10. Why? Because 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100. Now what's the lower limit here? 9. Means to say the first number will be what? The first number will be 9. Now to check among 1 or 8 as the second number, what do? We multiply 9 into 10. So what is 9 into 10? 9 into 10 is 90. That means to say the number which I took is bigger. The number which I used to check the range is bigger. That means to say which number shall we take now? The bigger value, that is among 1 or 9, which is the bigger value. 9 will be the bigger value. That means to say what is the first number? First number is 9 fixed and second number is what? 9. So that means to say 99 square is 9801. I hope it's clear. Now let's try for one more number. Let's say we'll take for 15625, a bigger number. Now how will you divide this? As usual, you can divide it as 15 and 625, or you can even divide as 156 or 25. So let's divide as 156 and 25. 156 and 25. Now 25, if I take, the last number will be 5. So which parent of 5 comes? It's only under 5. So second digit is already fixed, that is 5. No need to confirm. Now what about the first number? 156, we have to check what? We have to check the range. Now 156 lies under what set of numbers? 12 square is 144, 30 square is 169. That means to say it lies between 12 and 13. And since 12 being the lower digit, my first digit number will be always 12. So first will be equal to 12. Now is there any confusion between the second number that we have to choose either A or B? No. Why? Because there is only one number, that is 5. That means say this problem made it very much simple. The answer will be 125 whole square. That means say 15625 will be 125 whole square. I hope it's clear. Now you might get it out. What if the number which I get is bigger than the number which I took the range? Let's say my number is 90, but the range which I checked the number is 89. That means the 90 is greater than 89. Now if I have two options like selecting 1 or 8, which number would you choose? I'll repeat again. 89 was the number which I checked for range, but I got the answer as 90. Now the number which I got through multiplication is bigger than the number which I took for range. Now what do we do? Now we have to choose one number out of 1 or 8. Now what do we do? Now when the number is bigger than the range which I took, then we always choose the smaller number. Clear? I'll repeat all the 3 terms again. So let's write down all the 3 basic rules to find out the square root of the number. So rule number 1. Rule number 1. Whenever the range is bigger, you will choose the bigger option for the second digit. So rule number 2. So rule number 2, let's put down like this. Whenever the range is smaller, you will choose the smaller option for the second digit. Now case number 3 also can happen. So whenever the range is equal to the number that you got as the answer, equal to the number that you got as the answer, then what do? Then you choose the bigger number always. So these are the 3 basic rules that you need to